Storytelling is the oldest form of communication known to man. Yet it's surprisingly underutilized in the business world today. And when it is used, it's usually not done very well. And maybe that shouldn't be too surprising. There's something about storytelling, a misconception, that people think it's something you're either born with or you'll never be any good at. And that's just not the case. Storytelling can be learned, and that's what I'm here to help you do. I'm Paul Smith, author of the book Lead with a Story. Now, I've interviewed hundreds of CEOs and executives at companies all over the world to find out what kind of stories they're telling, when they're telling them, and did they work. All right, in total, I've documented over 2,000 individual business stories, and that's allowed me to reverse engineer my way into what makes for great storytelling and what doesn't. So in this course, we'll start by understanding what a business story is and why storytelling works so well as a leadership and influence tool. All right, then we'll explore some of the most common types of stories told in the workplace and when great performers are telling them. Whether that's to set a vision for the future or lead change in the organization or just to get your boss to agree to your recommendation. But we'll spend most of our time in this course exploring how to craft these stories. All right, we'll turn the fuzzy art of storytelling into a more clear science. All right, you'll learn how to structure your stories around the 8 questions that all stories need to answer, and in what order. The 4 most important elements of a great story, the 3 most common mistakes to avoid in storytelling, and even a couple of methods just for telling stories with data. All right, you'll also learn several techniques to add just the right amount of emotion to your stories, where to find great stories, and even how to create a surprise ending. Now, you'll also want to come to class with a story of your own to work on. It's a highly interactive course with exercises and case studies and even some role-playing. Bringing your own story gives you a real-life example to practice applying the storytelling techniques to during the day. But that's not where the learning ends. All right, the course comes with an extended learning program to help you fully adopt the habit of great storytelling. So for 6 months following the course, you'll receive micro-learning lessons, right, just 2 or 3 minutes each, to help reinforce the main ideas in the class and teach you some new techniques that we didn't have time to talk about. Right? But most importantly, they'll give you an opportunity to practice using the skills that you learned until they become a habit. I'll see you in class.